It's time for the Rip City Wrap-Up. The Rip City Wrap-Up is brought to you by Dick Hanna Subaru, Believe in Nice, and Jack in the Box. Now here are your hosts, Joe Simons and Danny Marang.
What is going on in Portland, Oregon? Your Blazers are now 4-2. They've won 3 straight, are 1-0 in the NBA Cup, and this looks real. Guten Tag, and welcome in to Rip City Wrap-Up. That's, I think, Danny Marang. I'm Joe Simons. We're excited.
It's the kind of game that makes you want to drink.
Makes you want to do a lot of things. Happy
Celebrate.
Halloween,
Responsibly,
everybody.
of course.
Thanks for being here. Be safe out there. We know you're hopefully towards the end of your evening at this point. Short show tonight. We got a lot to pack into it. Let us know what you think. Use the hashtag RCWrapUp, and we'll discuss. Oh, the sports guy. Boy. I felt the urge to tweet something just to like dunk on him, but there are still many more games against very good opponents. But Danny Marang,
It is the group of death.
this does not feel fake. This was a legitimate win against a very legitimate basketball team done in a legitimate way, and you got contributions from everybody?
Also, Bill Simmons likes us. We should probably be nice.
I like Bill Simmons
That's
too.
true. It's
Rewatchables is great.
It is great. Incredible game. Great win. There's nothing to take away from this other than, hey, nice job, guys. Oh, there we go.
That's great production.
There you go. NBA Cup respecters, Portland Trailblazers 1-0 with a nice little win against a Denver Nuggets team. There's no qualification of, well, this guy was out. Well, this, and this. No, because I saw a bunch of folks that were saying something along the lines of, the Warriors, they're playing on a back-to-back. It was a rough game for them. And, the Lakers were missing everybody. And it's like, no, you just beat a team that everybody considers a contender, and you did it playing a style of basketball that represents what you want to be and how you want to do it and be aggressive. And I've seen some Nuggets fans melting down about the Tumani Kamara wrap-up, which was probably a little much, but
You don't usually see a jump ball
No.
called in that situation when you bear hug somebody from behind.
no.
But how about we get a call?
Yeah,
Huh?
there was probably 5 50-50 calls that went the Nuggets' way in the first 3 quarters,
Sure.
so I don't
That's
feel
how this
guilty
works.
about it. I don't know. Maybe don't shoot 20% from 3, Denver. That's probably a good sign. They abandoned the three-point ball. Jokic only gets 10 shots up. He had an incredible stat line. He is dumb good. He's still one of the best players on the face of the planet. But guys showed up tonight. Drew Holiday struggled as a shooter, but man, was he good as a facilitator. You heard Haberstroh in the end of the broadcast talk about the calming presence that he brings. On the other side of that spectrum, Blake Wesley, when he got out there in his limited time before he injured his foot, hopefully he's okay. Please be good. He was a chaos engine. He had 3 steals in, 10 minutes of play,
Yep.
I think is what it ended up being. He was absolutely bonkers. Leandro Barbosa, I tweeted this out during the game. Leandro Barbosa has earned the nickname Roadrunner. That is his name forever and forever will be. But there was a lot of meep action with Blake Wesley, especially the behind-the-back drive when he got the steal and got going the other way. And I think that was a huge tone setter for them, especially after that egregiously bad first quarter. 7 of 26 from the field, 1 of 12 from 3. They couldn't throw a rock in the ocean from inside the boat. It was bad. And I'm sitting there going, well, but
Can we just call it?
shot clock.
The
might have
delay
saved them.
helped.
It did.
It reminded me of that, what was it, the Niners-Ravens Super Bowl where there was a
Power went
blackout
out?
and it
Yeah.
totally flipped the momentum of the game. That's exactly what happened in this game, and Portland got back into it, ended up getting over the hump. We talked because this is another interesting moment for Thiago. Okay, what's going to happen here? Tie game, 3 seconds left. I said, you have 4 guys you can go to. And you said, I want Jeremy. And I said, that's who I would give it to as well. And professional basketball player that he is, drew the foul, a legitimate foul. They looked at it. It was fine. It was fine.
Team just got split in half. Wow.
That one got me.
That's pretty
so
good.
close to his face. But Jeremy got to the line, knocked down the free throws, and Jokic.
The second one, not intentionally.
No, Jokic,
God, a
freak that he
look.
is, looked like Dwight Clark pulling that thing
Yeah,
down.
That was nuts.
And got up a good look.
When it hit the rim, I went, that's going to roll in. You just kind of feel like it's going to roll in because it's Jokic. But, the wrap-up play is going to get a lot of attention. But Tumani Kamara on the play before, the chase down block coming from the weak side, getting to the top of the square and just sending that was an absolutely diabolical play. I heard them on the broadcast say, hey, maybe they could challenge that. I'm like, why? Like, he's gotten the ball already. It doesn't matter if Adelman had his challenge at that point in time. there's no reason to challenge that because the block is.
He wouldn't have won it.
No, he would have lost it
Straight up.
immediately. Two was incredible playing with 5 fouls. He talked about in the post game about having, Two has mentioned this in the past. He gets a little aggressive or overly aggressive, and it puts him in positions that, it's gotten him taken out of the game. I didn't think this was a game where Splitter was having to pull a lot of strings until the very end, and then he did. He rode Chris Murray because Chris was playing incredibly well, especially on the defensive side. They were staying bigger and staying more defensive oriented to keep them from trying to get the 2-man game with Jokic and Murray going, because there was a portion of the game where they hunted. They hunted Shaedon Sharpe a little bit in that 2-man game. And it wasn't that Shea was a bad defender, but if you've got Chris and 2 out there, that's a lot harder to deal with. And Splitter staying with Chris and kind of riding that hot hand, especially defensively, and the effort that he was giving on both ends of the floor. Finishes with a nice night. Chris has, through these first 6 games, this has been the best stretch of Chris's career.
It was a logical decision for Splitter to leave him in the game, given the way that it was going. Portland playing very well defensively, Chris being a big part of that, Chris scoring as well. I do think that if you can nitpick a little bit, I'm surprised Shaedon didn't come in, not immediately in the fourth quarter, maybe like with 2 minutes left as opposed to 1 minute left. And I think what people are going to point to, because it was such a loud play, even though Chris had a great game, don't get me wrong, Chris played very well. It was a loud miss at the rim.
Transition miss, yeah.
It was, because that's a play you expect Shaedon to make. Ultimately, it works out. I don't think that you can criticize the decision one way or another. I just think it's interesting that Tiago is doing something like that and riding the hot hand a la Chauncey. That's what Chauncey would do.
Very, very similar. And to your point, I think part of the reason Tiago stuck with Chris with the way that he did was down the stretch when Shaedon did come in, what did the Nuggets do?
They hunted him.
They
immediately switched.
They knew 2 was going to be on there, and they said, whoever has Shaedon, bring him up. That's what they wanted to do. That was what they were going to target, because you're not going to target Denny because he's 6'9", 250. You're not going to target 2 because he's an all-defensive player. You're not going to target Giroux because he's an all-defensive player. You're not going to go at Jeremy because Jeremy's a very good defensive player. And God, Jeremy's defensive effort this year has been incredible,
he's been awesome.
He has had some chase down blocks. He's had some diving deflections and steals. He's tried to make plays from the weak side a ton. He has been incredibly aggressive. And I mentioned this, about Blake Wesley. Blake plays so hard that if you don't match that intensity throughout the game, you're going to stand out like a sore thumb. And I think Chris has taken that to mind. It's going to be really interesting to see how the Blazers react, because Matisse Thybulle out 4 to 6 weeks with a torn UCL in his left thumb. Blake Wesley, unfortunately, goes down with a non-contact injury. We don't have anything other than it's a foot injury. He grabbed the top of his foot. That's what it looked like, so it doesn't look like it's anywhere near the dreaded Achilles. But you still have stuff in the top of your foot that can be mildly problematic. Anytime somebody goes down with a non-contact injury, I'm always kind of like, don't like that, especially when a guy sits down. But those have been 2 of their best energy guys, and I thought 2 and Chris did an incredible job of keeping that energy up along with Rob Williams tonight.
Yeah, Rob was a big addition, and obviously he took the minutes of Jan Hansen, and I thought Rob was effective in his limited minutes. You heard him in the postgame a little bit ago. But I liked what DC brought tonight. I thought he did a really good job against the best player in the league in Nikola Jokic. He grabbed 15 rebounds, which I think was really key. 8 of them defensively. And when you're ending a Nuggets possession by grabbing a rebound, that is huge.
And an absolute monster in the offensive glass.
7.
Donovan might be the best offensive rebounder in the NBA.
Doesn't he literally lead the league in it right now?
I think in raw total after tonight, he probably is. And he was last year, I think he finished top 3 in offensive rebound rate. He's if you're talking about percentiles, I think Donovan finished, if I remember right, 84th percentile defensive rebounding. Like above average, certainly good. That's a solid B, but he's an A+ offensive rebounder. And he's an A+ rim protector. So if he can get to where he's a little bit tighter on the defensive glass, to where he is a B+, A- defensive rebound kind of guy, while being one of the literal best offensive rebounders and paint protectors, that's when he becomes that just absolute paint beast that you just don't want to deal with on a nightly basis.
A small thing I want to get to before we hear from Jack in the Box and Dick Hanna is Shea. There was a moment in the second quarter when he was really cooking, and they didn't force feed him the ball. They were being very magnanimous with the ball. Do you think that's something we're going to see throughout the season? If someone has a hot hand, the Blazers are going to kind of stick to their plan?
Yeah.
No matter what.
I think it's probably going to ebb and flow, but so far through 6 games, they're 4-2 now. The only one I think that has really had a quarter where they took off was Jeremy. I think it was game 2 against Golden State. I think it was when he had the big game.
Where he was
and it was like get him the ball and get out of the way.
You have to.
Otherwise, it's you might initiate more with Shaedon. You might initiate more with Denny. It's something along those lines. But I think the ball's just going to find whoever the ball's going to find, and that's going to be who their identity is. Drew struggled as a shooter tonight, but they did a great job on the broadcast highlighting Drew's assists, how many he had for threes, how many he had for dunks. When you're setting up, when 4 of your 13 assists are leading to immediate points either at the rim or from 3, those are the most efficient and convenient points that you can find. And Drew has just been incredible at doing that. And if Shaedon can find himself in those positions a little bit more, I'd like to see him work even better as a back cutter, particularly down that baseline. He did a really good job of that, I thought, in his rookie year. I want to see him kind of get back to that, knowing when and where. But I think a part of what he's learning there is he's probably tired because of how much effort he's giving defensively. And sometimes on offense, you have to save a little bit of that. And knowing when and where you need to, okay, I need to juice it here. He did have the one baseline drive for the dunk early in the game, and I was like, yep, there you go. Just finding those little pockets that'll open things up for him a little bit more.
Is some of that Drew being new to the team, though, and that will come with time? Or do you think Shea should press the issue a little bit?
I think probably Shea should press that a little bit and make that cut hard and make it so egregious. The problem is the NBA knows what Shaedon is. And so when he does flash in hard from the baseline, you know what defenses are going to do? They're going to suck in. Now, with that, Drew should probably force a pass or two to him because he is such a freak. It's like having Aaron Gordon. Sometimes you just got to throw a big dog a bone and let him go get it. But on the flip side, if Shaedon understands that when he makes that cut, it's going to change the shape of the defense and it's going to open things up on the backside of the play for other guys. It's making that cut knowing you may not get the ball, but one of your teammates might get a really good look out of it. And that's sometimes a hard pill to swallow, particularly for a young guy who's trying to find his way. But eventually enough guys are going to hit that backside 3 that they can't cheat down. And now all of a sudden Shaedon's flying in and Jokic has got his back to him and he's ending up on SportsCenter.
Friends, do you like cars?
I like cars.
Do you like Decana Subaru?
I do.
It's not just about cars over there, friends. No. At Decana Subaru, they're different. It's, like I said, not just about cars. As a matter of fact, it's about people.
Oh, indeed.
People like Dan Marang.
No, not about me.
From your very first visit to your first drive. They're focused on making a difference for you in the community. You can tell they really believe in nice Dick Hanna Subaru, where it's all about people.
Indeed.
Blazer fans, sometimes you just gotta go big. I'm talking the triple bonus jack combo. That's 3 juicy beef patties, 3 slices of melty American cheese, shredded lettuce, pickles, and Jack's secret sauce on a toasted bun. Plus, fries and a drink. You can order it right now on the Jack in the Box app. 3 times the beef, 3 times the flavor. People want to know what you're wearing. Can you stand up and show them?
I'm a beer keg, guys. Come
He's a beer keg.
on. So look, he's Oktoberfest. I'm beer keg. There you go.
Guten Tag.
See, look. There you go.
Guten Tag. All right, we're going to play a real quick game because we literally have like 7 minutes left of the show. We're going to play Trick or Treat.
Oh, let's go.
So we're going to do a prompt, and then we're going to, there's whiteboards by you. There's whiteboards by, okay, there's, you know what? We're going to get them.
We're going to get him.
No, Danny's going to get him. He's the beer keg. We're going to do trick or treat. So we're going to say a prompt, and then we're going to write trick or treat. If we think it is a trick, we don't believe it. If it is a treat, we do believe it.
Tiny board.
I'm going to take the small one.
Yep.
All right, very first one, Dan.
Mostly because I just need this because I need the space.
Are you ready?
Oh, let's do it. Where's my thing?
Jeremy Grant. 6-man player of the year.
6-man of the year?
6-man of the year. I'll go first.
You go first.
Oh, I realize people are going to see what my handwriting looks like now. This is so personal. Trick. It's a trick. That's not to say Jeremy's not going to have a great season. It's not to say he's not going to continue coming off the bench because it's working well. I think it's a trick. I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm going to go trick as well. There we go. Camera. Oh, there we go. Trick. There we go.
Camera 1, camera
you know
2.
why? Because I think Jeremy Grant's going to end up back in the starting lineup.
You think that or you want that or both?
No. Little column A, little column B.
Well, both?
Little B. No.
What's next? It's Halloween. It's getting late. People are shutting the lights off.
What we got?
Young Hansen, smart first-round pick.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Trick or treat. I'll
go first. Treat. Life is for living. It's been 6 games. He's a project. Would it be nice to have someone who can help you win right now? Of course, especially seeing a lot of rookies performing very well, especially ones that are local and especially ones that are really good at scoring when that's what your team needs. However, I still like young Hansen. I think it brings an interesting energy. If Rob is healthy, it's less noticeable that we don't have him in the lineup right now.
I'm breaking the rules already. Don't worry about it.
Oh
It's
my
been
gosh.
6 games. No, it's neither trick nor treat. It's producer St. Ace in my head. Of course I'm going to break the rules.
All right, we have one more. Thank goodness. It's just one more. Trick or treat, don't worry, remains not an option.
Denny will be an all-star this season. Okay.
I'll go first. Treat. Why not? Why not? If the Blazers continue to win and Denny does this, then yes, I think it is plausible. I think the Blazers being a fun story of a team that plays hard, coming off of frankly, the Chauncey news could be a bump if you flip to Tiago. Guy's 4-1 as a coach. Denny's the heartbeat of the team. I think it's possible. I want to root for it. Treat.
I am too going to go with treat.
Wow.
A big old treat.
Wow.
They had the game they plays the game they play during the timeouts and what favorite candies and Don McClingan landed on Sour Patch Kids is number 1, Kit Kat number 2. This is a this is a Swedish Fish treat. Swedish Fish being the best candy.
We're not going to do this. We're going to be the one media entity that doesn't have opinions about candy today.
Already did it, broke it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
He's a beer keg. We only have a couple minutes left in the show. I guess we'll talk about the game coming up. LA's coming to town, but Luka is going to play. He played tonight, right?
Yeah,
They
he
won.
dropped 40 again. That's 3 straight games with 40-plus points to start the season. I believe Wilt is the only other player to do it once in 61, 62, and I believe 2 years later, one of those, he had a 5-game streak to start the season. Luka, really good at basketball.
Do you think Wilt scored 100 points? Do you think that's real?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, who he was playing against and how big he was. This was a guy that they had to literally change the free throw line because the guy was dunking from the free throw line. So, yeah, he probably scored a hundo.
We have a tweet of the night?
Wow.
Well,
All
my
right.
stars, let's put it up if we have a tweet of the night.
Ooh, a little graphic.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
That's the, second night in a row that DX has gotten mentioned one way or the other?
You know his nickname for us here in Portland?
What?
When we start complaining and doing stuff
Soccer
like
moms?
this? Yeah.
Yeah, that's been going on since 2012.
I think it's fine.
It's totally fine.
I have no problem
But
with
again,
it.
Bill Simmons said nice things about us a long time ago, so,
Yeah.
so we like him.
Soccer, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Soccer moms are important people. They're the heartbeat of the city. They're driving most of the Dick Hanna Subarus around town.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
How much
Safe vehicle.
of what we've seen reorients your expectations for this team?
They're 4-2, and they're on pace to win, I believe, 47, 48 games? Math in my head.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I mean, that's not. Look, I've said I expect them to win roughly the same amount of games as last year. I think I picked them on the radio show. I think I picked them to win 40, I think is what I landed on. They're outpacing that right now, but also they're starting to lose some guys to injury. They're getting some guys back. That's what the NBA season is, as long as they can, again, stay mostly healthy.
Scooter.
How they're playing, I asked Tiago about that in the pregame press conference. How you play, can you maintain this? And he said, we're going to maintain the style. So
Next man up.
well, are we going to force as many turnovers? This is the first game of the season so far where they haven't forced at least 20 turnovers, but they were plus 12 in the field goal attempts. So if they can continue to do that and keep getting shots up and be mildly efficient, that's how you do it.
When they won games, and we'll take the second half of last season out of it, but when they've won games over the past 3 years, kind of prior to that, it's like, all right, well, that was kind of a one-off, or someone went crazy scoring, or there was a weird thing that happened. This was a legitimate win over a legitimate team, and I think fans should just feel great going into the weekend about their Portland Trail Blazers.
They played 6 games, one of them against a non-playoff team, and they've been competitive or very good in every single one of them. Like, that's not nothing. I don't care what time of the year it is. Not only that, they're 1-0 in the Cup. They are Cup respecters.
It is time to look for tickets to Vegas. I hope you're safe. I hope you're home. Thank you for tuning in to the program. We can't help how short it is. It's not our decision.
Though.
Thanks for tuning in, and hope you had a great Halloween. Don't bring that candy to work on Monday. No one wants it. Ooh, spooky. We love you all so much.
Bye.